just a comment. Really, Board Member Purdy said that this was radically different than what we were presented last month. The difference is somewhere in the neighborhood of 1%, give or take a little bit. And in the end, nothing's changed since last month. The financial situation of the district remains exactly the same as it was 30 days ago. And that situation is precisely as Board Member Downs described it. We have a negative fund balance of somewhere in the neighborhood of $30 million. Whether or not we make this budget 1% either way on a budget of this magnitude is an insignificant amount, although I realize that we feel congratulatory about having at least looked at a document that's balanced. There is, I think, some $8 or $9 million in increased salary and benefit costs for next year. There is debt service somewhere in the neighborhood of $7 million, along with the predictable and unpredictable increases in everything from gas and oil to heating costs to charter school payments. I think if Cedric were here, he would be the first to point out that this school district is bankrupt and that we are adopting a budget this evening which forestalls and continues that process of increased deficit spending, because in the long run, we understand that we've got about 8 to 10 months before the district is not capable of paying its bills, paying salaries, and paying vendors. And so the really, really difficult decisions aren't in this budget. The difficult decisions are down the line, and they have to be made within the next 6 months. And so if we don't make those decisions, the bill that we're going to have to pay at the end is going to be extraordinarily bitter. And so I think we all have to keep reminding ourselves of the difficulties that are directly ahead of us, in which really can't be forestalled for even one more year. And they really do demand our attention. And while we may feel good about this 1% one way or another, the fact is that we've got some really, really heavy lifting ahead of us, and that we need to keep, as Board Member Downs suggested, our focus absolutely unstintingly on children and outcomes for children and achievement and opportunities for kids, because nothing else matters. Nothing.